This feels so weird. Hey, I'm Bianca. Nice to meet you. It's been a while. 5 years to be exact. 4 or 5 years, which is insane. The last time I have a public video on here is me sitting in my high school bedroom. So this is a little crazy because I recently just turned 23 years old. So it's a little funny, a weird feeling, but hey, I hope you guys are well. Where do I begin? So, like I said, I recently turned 23 years old, and I know for most of us, birthdays are a time of reflection and reminiscing and looking back on our lives and what we've done and whatever, and your early 20s are really weird. I think we can all agree on that. If we've been in our early 20s or we're in our early 20s, 20s in general, weird. A lot of just becoming who you are, and I would love to chat with you guys about that if I stick to coming back. That's a whole other thing. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, back to being 23. So I often use my YouTube channel as a way of reflection. It's so cool to like look back on myself when I was 16, 17. I would say that was like my main time on YouTube, was when I was 16, 17, going on 18. 17 was like a very pivotal year for my life on YouTube, because I feel like that's when I was like really active on it, and I was making content that I was really passionate about. I was making advice videos, and I was, I really loved what I was making, and I can get emotional about it because it's honestly one of my most amazing times to look back on, and I'm still so grateful for that time that I still get messages to this day like asking like, hey, I hope you're okay, or I hope like your videos really helped me in high school, or whatever. And it's really awesome to think that like potentially people commenting on this video are people that like kind of grew up with me in a weird way. So it's really awesome to have my YouTube channel to look back on. Going back to my birthday, I was in New York for my birthday, and I left New York when I was right before the pandemic hit, and I hadn't been back to New York since. So going back to New York was also like a really big, just a lot of emotions, and brought back just a lot of reflection. And when I came back from New York, I watched some of my YouTube videos, and I watched the most recent video that I have public, which is a book video, and I went to the most recent comments, and I saw a few comments about how people still come back to this channel, and I just like got really emotional about it, because to me that is such a beautiful gift that I can say I had, was that I had a channel which I talked to people, and I related to people, and I made friends through and connected with people that from all around the world that I would have never met without it. So it was really, really special to look back on, which leads me back to here is me being newly 23 in a whole different chapter of my life. Like I am a completely, I don't want to say completely different person because I am still me, but think of yourself, or if you are around my age, 18 to 23, that's a big time difference. Like that is a big like growth, and a lot of things happen within those years that affect you and impact who you are. So yeah, I don't know. Here I am saying, hey, I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to YouTube full time, but I just have this urge and this calling to make this video. So I thought, why not? Why not come back and just see how I feel? So I guess we'll go from there. A little life update. So the last time I was really active on YouTube, I believe I was in college, like I just started my freshman year of college in New York, or I was going into college, and I had this one video, I don't know if it's public on my channel, but it was a video that I made, which was what I would tell my younger self. And I was watching that video, and I was like, I would tell that person telling her younger self so many things. Like, holy shit, like so many things. Anyway, I haven't done this in a while. Can you tell? It's kind of crazy. So I was in New York. I went to college in New York. I went to a fashion school, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. I thought it just made sense. Quotations around made sense. I was like, I love fashion. I can see myself going into business. In the back of my mind, I knew that it wasn't something I could potentially see myself doing long term, which is kind of crazy to think that when you're like 17, 18, you have to like make this decision, like, what do I want to do for the rest of my life when you barely know yourself? Anyways, so I went to college, and I went all the way up until going into my senior year, and I think it was no secret that I love people. I love psychology. I love learning about people. I love listening to people. I love being a listener. And I always knew in my heart going into my freshman year of college, I would love to study psychology. I would love to be like long-term a therapist one day, or somehow be in that field of work, just somehow be in psychology of some sort. And then I ended up making the decision to completely change my major going into my senior year of college and changing it to psychology. I was going through a really, really rough time mentally. I've talked about this on my channel multiple times, but I've dealt with anxiety and depression since I was really young, for as long as I can remember. I was just not doing well, and the pandemic happened, and I ended up coming back home, and then I ended up moving to Switzerland. That was crazy. Yeah, I ended up going to Switzerland. That can be a whole other video. I can talk about that or answer questions. I feel like that was kind of a surprise for us all. It was a surprise for me as well. The amount of gratitude I have is so much. I have so much gratitude for that time in my life and the opportunity that I had. But turns out I was still depressed. I still had shit. I still had shit going on, and I made the decision to come back home, and that is also something that I am so grateful for, that I have this opportunity to, in this place, to come back, find a job, finish my degree, and really work on my stuff. Really work on me and figuring out everything, which I think is a big part of being 20s, in your 20s, and being 23. Sometimes plan A doesn't go as planned, plan C doesn't go as planned, and our journey is our journey, and I wish I could tell myself that things are going to happen, and it's going to throw you off course, and it's going to be okay. Like, it's going to be okay, and then you are going to figure it out, and then you're going to be confused again, and then it's going to be a cycle of always trying to figure it out, and no one has it figured out. If I can tell myself that every single day, which I do. Also, that was another thing that I did. I took like 8 months off of Instagram and social media as a whole before I moved to Switzerland. My best friend had my Instagram on her phone, and I didn't even have it on my phone, and that was really helpful for me at the time, because I use social media as a way to compare myself. And I think we all know by now that social media, I know for myself, can be the smallest sliver of reality. I keep like re-saying everything I'm saying because I'm really anxious, and I don't know. Social media gives me so much anxiety now. I think also like I don't want people to like misunderstand what I'm saying, and I'm like, I'm so anxious about this. I don't know why. I do know why. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, that social media is like the smallest sliver of reality, and like I said, when I look at my Instagram page, I know it probably looks like that. I picked up and I moved to Switzerland, and it was all seamless, and everything was great, and it was great, and like I said, I'm so grateful for that. But I was crying all the time, and I was really depressed, and I was going through a lot, and it turns out I can cry now. I never was a crier until one situation happened, and my heart was broken, and then I just started crying all the time. Great. Oh my god, is Fiona making an appearance? Fiona is still great and well, everyone. Hi. No? Okay. No? You wanna come in? You wanna come in? Come on. No? Okay. She says hello, and she hopes you guys are well. Anyways, so what was I saying? I feel like YouTube has changed so much from when I was on it, and I think that's also something that I'm kind of like weary coming back into. Like, I don't know anything about how YouTube works nowadays. Like, I know nothing about social media. I use TikTok once in a while. Some of you guys have followed me on TikTok. TikTok, I don't know what goes on TikTok. I don't know. Also, yeah, social media is very different, and I think I don't know what I want to do with it, and I don't know if I want to come back full time, but I do know I love you guys very much, and the fact that I still get messages on a weekly basis just checking up on me is just such a special thing, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. And I would love to continue these conversations with you guys. I would love to talk to you guys. DM me on Instagram if you'd like, comment down below, talk to one another. I miss that community, and I miss talking to you guys, because I honestly can say that that was my favorite part when I made videos, was building these connections with people, and honestly becoming friends with you guys, which is it's just so beautiful, such a powerful, beautiful thing that social media can do. But yeah, I guess I want to leave you with this and things that I've learned. from my time away. Your journey is your journey. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to start over. It's okay to take time to heal. Healing isn't linear. Some days are easier than others, and we're all just figuring our shit out. There's no perfect timeline. There's no, I think in my head, I'm 23, and I never thought I would be in this position where I am now. I never thought that I would have to come back home, and I never thought that I would have to, take 6 years to finish my undergrad, and that's okay. It's okay that I'm in a position that maybe I never thought I would be in, and that's okay. It's okay to start over. It's okay to make decisions for yourself. It's okay to take care of yourself and take your time and not live by this perfect timeline that society sets up or we set up for ourselves. It's okay to take time to really know that it's going to be okay, that it's been okay before. I've gone through things before and it's worked out, and there's been times where I didn't think I was going to get through something, and I did, and I'm going to get through this period of my life, and I'm going to get through whatever I'm going through right now, and you are too. And I don't know, I hope I have this anxiety about being perceived. I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I should just title this video, I don't know. Hi, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, enough of that. I love you guys so much, and I hope I see you guys soon. Please feel free to DM me. Feel free to comment down below. If there's anything specific you would like to see from me on YouTube, if I do come back full-time or I do, update more often, I would love to know. I have been reading. What am I reading right now? Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, one of my favorite authors. If you've read Normal People, I wish I could put you guys all on my private story, because I talked about normal people for like so long on my private story, because I'll make a book video. And then I have these two books. You're actually balancing on the bell jar. And then I got Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. I read one of her other books and it was really great. I got a lot of Barnes & Noble gift cards for my birthday, so that was really great. My friends know me very well. So I love you guys with all my heart, and I genuinely hope you guys are doing well. I'm sending you so much love and just a big hug. That's what I'm sending you. Yeah, I love you guys, and I hope I see you soon. Goodbye.